She's fresh from signing a brand new contract with the PFL, joining us to chat her career and the amazing opportunities coming up for her. It's the first official guest of the Southpaw Show, Jacinta the Juggernaut Austin.
How long did it take you to recover from that spinning world kick?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
5 minutes to realise all your doing. Let's go. Safety first, stay focused, keep pinging the
Trains up with Ben Vickers there in Western Australia. For a second.
Joining us now for the Southpaw Show is Jacinta the Juggernaut Austin. Jacinta, thank you for joining the show.
That's okay. Anytime. Been a minute.
That's all right. Starting off, pretty much, you actually lost your first fight back in your first amateur fight in 2019. Did that put you off at all, starting off your career? Did you ever think, maybe this isn't for me?
No, not at all. Because honestly, I'd not done, I don't think like a day of MMA in my life before that event, before that fight. I was at that event for K1.
Yep.
And they just kind of needed like a last minute replacement. So I just did it. If anything, it kind of like piqued my interest a bit. And I was like, oh, I gotta maybe learn this grappling shit.
Yeah. You had good people around you that sort of kept you going and give you that motivation to keep going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just a little amateur padded fight. Like I didn't really read into the loss much, but I just thought it was really interesting the way it went. Like I went in there with the kind of an idea that I would strike my way to a win. And then obviously I was very uneducated with grappling. So it was a bit of a shock to see like how the grappling and how the movement in MMA could shut down like my normal way of striking. So I was just interested more than anything. But I didn't actually end up training MMA till maybe even a year after that, maybe 2 years.
And starting off in MMA, what made you fall in love with the sport?
Well, actually grappling.
Grappling, yeah.
I started grappling initially just as just because I have to for MMA to keep myself safe. But I actually ended up just enjoying it more than striking. I dare say I maybe even like spend majority of my time out of camp grappling more than striking because I just enjoy it more.
Yeah.
And so the idea of training in one pure sport now, like I feel like I would miss the other one too much. So yeah, I love that with MMA. I've kind of got a deep dive into so many disciplines.
Yeah. The Juggernaut. How did that nickname come about?
That came about from a young kid actually. He was about maybe 10 at the time. And we were just like, after one of my fights, we were all just messing around, like coming up with funny names and stuff. And he said that one, and we were all having a few drinks, not the 8-year-old, but just us. And it stuck. It just stuck. Like I think it sort of started as like a joke or a piss take, and then it stuck.
And it's just stuck. Yeah. How important is the gym that you train at?
The gym I trained at's great. I've only moved here this year. I've been at this gym for probably about 6 months now, 5 months. It's a great environment. I've learnt a lot there. I've got like a few different coaches there that I'm working with, so they're kind of like opening my mind to different ways of learning and not changing my style but adding to it a little bit. Gym I'm at's really good.
And besides the gym, who have been your biggest influences in your career?
I've always said my biggest influence was Rose Namajunas just because of her story, and I also love the way she moves, the way she combines like all the martial arts together. She's probably one of my biggest inspirations. She's got a great story as well. I feel like I can relate to her a lot. So yeah, she's probably my biggest one.
Is she still your favorite fighter at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't jump on and off the bandwagon. I stay.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, she's got a fight coming up in June. Do you think she gets that one done?
Who's she fighting again?
I believe she's fighting Miranda Maverick.
Miranda Maverick. Yeah, I believe her movement and her finesse gets it done. From what I can remember of Maverick, she's very strong, but she's a bit more direct, whereas Rose is a bit more versatile and her footwork is better than most. So yeah, I'm going Team Rose.
Team Rose all the way.
Yeah.
You run a lot of female-only classes. How important is the younger generation coming up, and for little girls, just little kids in general, to learn martial arts and self-defense?
So I just started with the women's only boxing, but I'm really liking it, and I feel like it's hard for women sometimes to know where to start in such a male-dominated industry. It can be really, really hard to start. So the women's classes are really good for they'll get to be surrounded by other women, and until they have the confidence to join in a normal class, this can be like a good baby step or a good little dip your toes in the water. It's just the facts is that women are just more comfortable like training with women. So if you've never done combat sports before, this is like a good way to get into it and build a bit of confidence. Then you can jump in with the guys and stuff. With the kids, like I wish that we had that in schools when we were kids. Just not so you can be world champions one day, but just so you can have like the discipline, the motivation, the confidence that it gives you. I think it's very important. I definitely want to get more involved on the kids side of things, kids and teens.
And what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out MMA or any combat sport for that matter?
It's very stereotypical, but I wish that I had been told it more, is to just have fun with it, because like when you're a kid and all you're thinking about is having fun, like that's when you're most happy. And when you're most happy, you're going to be there more. And if you're going to be there more, you're going to improve more. So I think sometimes like the pressure of fighting and looking at long-term where you want to be, sometimes you can put way too much pressure on like the sessions or the fight camp, or just too much pressure. But if you can find a way to, take it seriously, but also keep it fun, I think that's the best advice. Like there's literally no point in doing this if you're not enjoying it. So you've got to find a way to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you watch any other sports besides martial arts and grappling?
Not really. I've been watching a lot of surfing lately.
Okay.
Because I've just started learning surfing, and I thought I would be a lot better at it than I am. Well, I'm horrible. But so I've been watching a lot of surfing videos to try and learn and like get my technique right. I'm absolutely horrible. I thought with like my balance and coordination with fighting that it would be a lot easier than it is. It's really hard. Really, really hard. Other than that, I mean, State of Origin's on tonight, so we're watching that.
Absolutely. Who do we got?
Well, if I had to put money on it, like my heart, obviously New South Wales, but if I had to put money on it, I might go with Queensland.
Wow.
But I'm not putting money on it, so it's fine.
And growing up, you've done a bit of athletics. Do you still dip your toes in there every now and then?
I'm definitely always running. I'm a good runner. I feel like running is something that like I can go away from for periods of time, and then when I come back to it, like I've still got the same kind of base level with it. Like I feel like I've just always been a good runner. Like you can always run.
Yeah.
But other than that, not particularly. No more athletics.
No more athletics.
No. A bit of like agility stuff with the hurdles and like jumping and stuff like that. The agility for my footwork, but yeah, not your traditional athletics.
Now, music's very important to me. What kind of music do you listen to in the gym during camps?
The boys will all complain about it, but I always put Kesha on.
Yes.
When I have to spar.
Bit of Kesha. I like it.
Yeah. Whenever I have to spar, I don't know why. It just gets me energized.
And what about walkout music? Do you have a specific song, or you sort of mix it up?
I generally have used the same song for probably the past, I reckon, 5 years.
Yep.
But I do think it's time for a mix-up. So
Okay.
a bit of a change up, new camp, new contract, maybe new song.
Can we expect a bit
So
of cash
yeah,
up?
maybe
Maybe.
that's a decent idea actually. It makes me feel good, and if you feel
Yeah.
good where you compete, yeah,
That's it.
it's possible. We'll see.
Going back to Rose fighting, there are a couple other matchups coming up in the next couple of months. You've got Eric Blanchfield and Macy Barber coming up this Sunday. Who do you got there?
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I'm going to go Blanchfield. I just think she's just like she plays to her strengths so well. Obviously, like grappling is like her main strength, but she's just so good at getting to like her key positions. And I think I've only seen one fight where she couldn't quite do it, which was maybe the last one. But again, I think against Barber, she'll get to her key positions, and I think she'll find a finish pretty quickly.
Yep. Like it. And we'll keep the predictions going for the next week. Pay-per-view. You've got Juliana Pena taking on Kayla Harrison for the bantamweight title. Who do you got there? Tough one.
Pena.
Pena?
Yeah, maybe unpopular opinion, but
Yeah.
she's got that dog in. She's got that dog in her, and I think you can. I think you get pretty far with that dog in you. Oh, Kayla doesn't have the dog, but I just find Pena surprises us all a little bit sometimes.
And the main event, Marab taking on O'Malley.
O'Malley.
O'Malley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think he comes back to form?
Yeah. Just his movement is like really something special. I love to watch it. So maybe I'm a bit biased on like the fan side of it, but yeah, I would like to see him. I'd like to see him win that.
There you go. Predictions in by Jacinta Austin. We'll see how you go.
Watch me get them all wrong.
Yeah. I am a big fan of other promotions stepping out, trying to get their time in the sunlight, but sometimes I feel like they go a bit far. Have you seen Dan Hooker and his 1 minute scraps on the internet?
Yeah, I've been watching it actually.
Thoughts? Is it a bit too much?
It's definitely a unique path to go down. But you know what? They were having those, not that like anyone would hear about it here, but they were having those things here in Sydney as well. But they were doing them as boxing fights, 1 minute boxing rounds.
Yeah.
Sorry, they were 1 round boxing fights, 1 3-minute round. It was super entertaining actually. But as far as like Dan Hooker's one, it's really entertaining. But obviously because you've got the time restriction and the little gloves, a little bit of technique goes out the window, and it's kind of like a little bit like watching a street fight. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's entertaining.
Yeah. If Dan Hooker comes to Sydney, you jumping in?
Oh no. I watched him. I went to kickboxing. I watched him spar, and I was like, I don't want any of that smoke.
Yeah, he's a bit of a thug, I think.
Yeah. I'll leave that to the boys.
You've done a bit of traveling in your career so far, Germany amongst other places. Do you have a top destination that you'd love to fight in or just travel to in general?
Well, my top destination for fighting was always Japan, and I went to Japan and fought, so I got to tick that one off. But I've never fought, like throughout all my fights, I've never fought in the US, so it might be nice to do that at some point. I loved fighting in Germany, but I feel like US is just something you got to do once. You got to fight at least once there. Yeah. So I'd love to do that once. But also I'm really excited to fight here at home because it's been so long. So that excites me.
Absolutely. Well, that's a great jump in. We'll get rid of the boring questions now and move on to the exciting stuff. Signed to PFL Pacific. How amazing is that?
Yeah, very exciting. Yeah, it was all kind of quite recent. So, yeah, I've still taken it in a little bit. And, yeah, it's a great promotion to work with. They've been great so far. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Inspiring more females launching this here in Australia as well. Where does this rank in your accomplishments?
Well, I'll see how the fights go first. It's definitely I feel like going to be the best promotion that I fight for. Octagon was amazing to fight with.
Yep.
But I feel like PFL and UAE was great as well. But I feel like PFL is just going to be like that one step up as well. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't speak too much on it yet because I haven't been part of an event yet. But sorry, my dog's just running out. Bambi, come here. Sorry, she's running out the door.
It's all right.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I haven't been a part of an event yet, but I mean, I'm excited. It looks amazing. And this is somewhere like I feel like I can, PFL somewhere I feel like I can stay long term and call kind of like, a home, a fight home. Yeah, it's a destination. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Bambi interrupting the interview there. Is that your little, is it a whippet, a little greyhound?
Yes, she is a greyhound.
So
Yes. She often makes her way outside on her own accord.
another big motivation for you.
Yeah. No, she's great.
With the PFL launching in Australia, it creates a bit of a rivalry with the UFC, and being on Stan and Nine as well. For the casual viewer that isn't so caught up with everything UFC, is it a good way to get more viewers into martial arts here in Australia?
Yeah, absolutely. You just flick it on. Like, your family can watch, your friends can watch it. People sitting at home will probably just chuck it on, and if it's free, they'll watch it. Yeah, if you're not already a fan, you don't really go buy the pay-per-view, or you don't really go out to watch the pay-per-view. So, yeah, I think it'll bring a lot of fans, and a lot of people that wouldn't normally watch it will probably watch it now, especially if they, happen to know someone or know of someone and they can watch it for free. I think they will.
I think it'll be amazing for Australia. Talk about the competition that you're going to be coming up against. Do you think it's going to be the highest or hardest that you've gone up against? We've already got a couple of names, not that you will be fighting, but people like Chelsea Hackett fighting in the flyweight division. Is it just great to see more Australian women and athletes in general getting that opportunity on a bigger stage?
Yeah, it's great. Hopefully we get more. Hopefully more strawweights and flyweight females and even bantamweights. Hopefully they get signed. I don't know yet. I have no idea who I'll be fighting.
Yep.
In the strawweight. That's going to be like up to PFL to, whoever they want me to fight. But I don't think it's going to be like a massive step up. Like the girls that I've been fighting in UAE and in Octagon in Germany, like they're all, they're right up there. Some of them have already been in the UFC contender. Yeah, so I think it'll be a step up, but I don't think it'll be like anything shocking. It'll be competitive, and these will be world-class girls, but so are all the other ones.
Do you have a date yet at all for the next for your first PFL event, or are you still just working out all the niche things at the moment?
So the first PFL Australia show is not till the first week of December.
Yeah.
Or maybe first 2 weeks. Anyway, it's early December.
Oh.
And then in the interim, like I'm having a lot of fun with my grappling comps, and I might even pick up a boxing fight in the meantime to keep sharp, keep busy. Yeah, so it's looking like it'll probably be December.
December for your first fight. That's amazing. Is this just another stepping stone for you? Where do you want to be from here? What's the journey look like from the PFL going forward?
Well, my contract with PFL is 4 fights.
Yep.
So yeah, so PFL, like I said before, is like a destination for me, somewhere I feel like I could like see out the rest of my career. I definitely like want to be part of building this strawweight division. Obviously, they don't have one, and they're starting with me, and I really think that we can build something here. So there's going to be more opportunity in the future for strawweights because they don't currently offer that. So I'm pretty happy to be building that and to be working on that, and get a title involved, get to the title, defend the title, just build a division here.
Yeah.
yeah, as long as all goes well with PFL, which I've never heard anything but good things. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to stick around.
Plenty of exciting times ahead. Thank you, Jacinta, for joining us. Before I let you go, I do want to have a bit of fun with you. I'm going to call it the Cage Side Quickfire. 15 quick questions. I need quick
Oh, I'm
answers.
so bad at this.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
All right, here we go. First off, favorite food?
Pasta.
Pasta. Favorite band?
Oh my god. I'm gonna say Kerrang, but only because I just went to them recently.
Yeah. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Oh. Favorite movie?
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Favorite takeout spot?
Eljana.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Favorite body part?
Oh, in what way?
Just in general, body part. First thing that comes to mind. Eyes. If you were to change your first name, what would it be?
When I was little, I changed my name, tried to change it legally to Jemima. So
Jemima.
yeah, I don't know why. I think I had a doll that I liked named Jemima or something. So we'll just stick with
that. Favorite shopping store?
Shopping?
Yeah.
Oh god, the pressure. TK Maxx.
TK Maxx.
Yeah.
Best advice you've ever been given?
Oh my god, these are hard questions. Best advice. I feel like I've been lacking advice in my life. Tuck your elbow. My right hand, it used to, call really bad. Tuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you afraid of as a child?
Cockroaches and a lot of social situations. I was a bit of a hermit.
Yeah. Is your bed made right now?
Well, it was this morning, and then my dog gets in it while I'm out and rustles it up.
That old chestnut, hey?
Yeah. Blame the dog. Yeah.
Toilet paper, folded or scrunched up?
Loosely folded.
Loosely folded. Go-to karaoke
Yeah,
song?
I'm not all pedantic, but I'll just, give it a little fold.
Yeah. Go-to karaoke song?
I went to karaoke recently, and I went with Kanye. So yeah,
Nice.
delicious. And also, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah. And finally, who wins, you or Zhang Weili?
Zhang Weili.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if I get a bit bigger and she starts getting older, and she maybe we'll level it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a beast. No, she's a scary woman. I'll definitely give it a crack, but I see me get my ass beat.
Well, Jemima, the Juggernaut Austin, thank you very much for joining us, Jacinta. Finally, what message do you want to send to everyone who might not know you and who might want to be wanting to tune into PFL to watch your career moving forward?
What message? Well, look, just tune in, watch my fighting. You probably like it. It's quite aggressive. There's usually a few cuts involved, usually a bit of blood. But then at the end of the day with the opponent, it's all love, so it's not too scary. But yeah, I'm just excited to debut. I'm excited it's going to be here, and yeah, everyone can watch it. And yeah, so maybe some people who wouldn't normally watch me will get to have a little looky.
All good. Jacinta, thank you very much for joining me on the Southpaw Show.
No worries, anytime.